my favorite time, right before we get off and running in the ring there with Championship Wrestling, Dave.
You're right. Boy, I tell you, what a show we got today. We're going to have, well, a couple of interesting things. Dirty Rhodes and Harley Davidson will be here today.
I like that.
Yeah, so do they, I think. Sambui Express also will be on Championship Wrestling, as will King Konga. They will make up a six-man tag team later today. And Big Joe LeDuc, the Canadian Lumberjack, will be here, too.
We do, in fact, have some both. And, Dave, we were talking about during the week, as a matter of fact, that today Jimmy Hart has promised us a big super announcement on Championship Wrestling. I don't know whether that's he's going to run for the president or what it is, but we'll find out a little bit later. We got plenty of action coming up, lots of features on Championship Wrestling. Stay right where you are. We're going to take a moment out, and we'll be back. Making the announcement that Hart was going to have a major announcement and statement today. So I guess we won't put it off any longer. We'll start right out with Championship Wrestling. Here, the president of the first family of professional wrestling, Jimmy Hart.
Mark Kessler on Rock. Mark, L3. Listen, Mark, you're gonna have to break into the song here. I got a bulletin you gotta go with right now. It's important. I'm gonna call the network.
All right, never mind. I'm gonna have to dump it. Dateline Memphis. Jimmy Hart has just announced the first family has signed Randy Macho Man Savage.
K97 FM. Hi, this is Doc Jones. And that's right, kids. I've got the hottest scoop in town. Jimmy Hart, president of the first family, you ready for this? Has signed the legendary Randy Macho Man Savage to a multi-million-dollar contract. We're talking elephant dollars. The Hart has done it again. Ladies and gentlemen, the Macho Man is in the first family. Beware.
Jimmy Hart has done it once again. Who is the greatest manager in professional wrestling, and why am I? You know what? You're going to be hearing it in all the #1 radio stations. The news is going to be all in the papers, and it's going to be all over TV, baby. Jimmy Hart has just signed Randy Macho Man Savage to a multi-year contract. That's right, baby. The greatest professional athlete in the world today, baby. I can't wait. This is truly the greatest day of my life, baby. So you people in the booth, turn that record up, baby, because here he comes right now, the Macho Man, the newest member of the first family. Woo!
Man, Randy Savage, followed by Angelo Popo. And that colorful robe that you have seen on occasion. The Macho Man. Big celebration.
Celebrate! How do you like that? You hear the news, baby! You hear the news! You don't like it, do you, Lance Russell? You don't like it, do you, baby? But I want you to look into my eyes right now and celebrate! Yeah! Don't want me here, do you, Lance Russell, do you? Do you want me here?
Well,
no, you don't. No, you don't. I'm here, man. Yeah, I am. The world is Macho Man country. Yeah, it is. Let me tell you something. Julie the Queen Lawler. Yeah, I want you to look at me right now, because I'm very intense. Oh, yeah, I am. Oh, yeah, I am. I'm real intense, Lance Russell. You understand that? Thank you, Jimmy Hart. Thank you, Jimmy Hart. Yeah. The Queen, Jerry Lawler. See me now, baby. The world is Macho Man country. Yeah, it is. It's Macho Man country. Let me tell you something, Lance Russell. The world's greatest athlete has been denied. Yeah. Eddie Marlin. Eddie Marlin. You tried to keep me out, man. Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. But you can't do it no more. No, you can't. The first family, man. Yeah. I'm in it, man. And doing the thing. Now I'm going to go in the ring right there and do it Macho Mania style, the way nobody else can do in the world. Yeah.
There he is, the newest member of the first family of professional wrestling, Macho Man Randy Savage. And I can tell you, my opinion, David, that doesn't mean any good news for anybody, my friend.
You're right. There he is in the ring right there, the Macho Man, Randy Savage. One fall, 10-minute time limit match coming up here. His opponent over on the right of the screen from Memphis, Tennessee at 215 pounds, Ken Raper. And going against him from Sarasota, Florida, 235 pounds, the Macho Man, Randy Savage. That's Angelo Popo in the corner over there with a sign that says the world is Macho Man country.
Yeah, you are, Macho Man. You are, in fact, here, and he's getting ready to go in this opening bout with Ken Raper. Bell time. Here we go. And the Macho Man out of the corner, wild looking, but a whale of an athlete, Dave.
Yes, indeed. Ken Raper across the way, keeping a wary eye on him.
Cake, baby, cake.
Randy Savage, the Macho Man. Round behind Ken Raper. Raper goes for the ropes. Jerry Calhoun, the referee, trying to back Savage away from the ropes. Savage, long way back from the ropes there. Waiting for Raper, center of the ring. Hip toss, puts him down to the mat. Raper with a headlock. Savage breaks out of a shoulder butt by Raper and cover. Count of one. Savage rolls under the ropes out of the ring.
I think Macho Man a little surprised. Okay, Randy. Oh, boy. I think our life may become a little more difficult now.
Over the top rope, Randy Savage from the apron just leaps back into the ring. Ken Raper having his hair pulled.
Ooh, yeah, what good.
Knee to the back while he was stretched back on the top rope. Savage throws Raper through the ropes down onto the floor. He does not throw him over there. Look out, Savage up on the top rope. Way up in the air. Springs down on Ken Raper, who was just back on his feet. Referee Jerry Calhoun sending Savage back to the ring. There you see Ken Raper lying on the floor. Savage rolled in the ring, now is out of the ring.
Look out, here he is.
There he comes. Nails Raper with a boot to the back. Rolls him back into the ring, under the ropes. Savage through those ropes. We're 2.5 minutes into the action. Clothesline by the Macho Man. Angelo Poffo up on the apron, distracting the referee. Savage, meanwhile, put the body slam on Ken Raper. Now he's climbing the ropes again.
Top rope, too.
Savage off the top rope.
That's nice.
Down with the arm and a cover. Referee starts the count.
Yep.
Savage gets the win. Using the top rope, and a little misdirection by Angelo Poffo as he distracted the referee. There's Raper thrown through the ropes by Savage.
Savage completely dominating the action in there with Ken Raper, particularly after Raper got him down at one time.
The world is Macho Man country. Thank you, Jimmy Hart. And tell the Queen I was here, baby.
Yeah,
What a beautiful victory. Better rich and dead than poor and alive.
Savage, the winner. What was the time again, Dave?
I thought it was 2 minutes, 57 seconds.
Boy, you can't believe what a athletic feat it is. How high in the air, even though it's illegal at top rope. Look at the action of this guy coming off on Ken Raper. Here he comes. You are way up, and he bangs down. Look at Raper's reaction when he hits him, just bounces him all over it. And, of course, the Macho Man had nothing then to do but just simply lay down, hook him, and pull him up for the 1, 2, 3, and it resulted in a Savage win in the opening bout. First time as a first family member, Randy Savage comes in and does it in his opening bout. We're going to be back right after we take time out for this. still got big six-man tag match coming up today. You'll have a chance to see Joe LeDuc, the strong man out of Canada. All of that will be, in fact, coming up a little bit later on. Right now, we have been requested and are granting the time to bring out the universal heartthrob, Mr. Austin Idol. And here he comes out. Good to see you, man.
Lance. Thank you. You know, Lance, boy, I love it.
Good group here today.
No, it's a great group. You know, Lance, I know this isn't my regular interview time, you know, but I guess just like any professional athlete or team even, you know, I tape all my matches, Lance. So that way when I go home, I can play my match back over again. I can look at it, and I can see strong points. I can see a weakness possibly. But I guess my own worst critic, and it's a good way for me to constantly be monitoring myself and any strong points or weaknesses or whatnot, you know. And something struck me kind of odd a couple of weeks ago, Lance. I went home and I played my tape over and I watched the wrestling program, and I saw something that just kind of struck me, kind of titillated me, kind of made me wonder a little bit that. Well, it was in a match where I was on television, and I noticed Angel, who's the valet of Rick Rude. She kind of took a second look at me. She kind of took a second gander at me, Lance.
I remember that.
I don't know if you saw it or not, you know, but I understand you have the tape here, and a picture's more than 1,000 words. Why don't we take a look at it?
Okay, let's go back.
Byron David Johnson crossed the ring, picks him up, slam, power slam, count is 2. He picks him up at the 2 count. Picked him up. Probably could have had him right there. Reverse neck breaker. And a cover. 1, 2, and 3. That's it. Less than a minute. Well, Jimmy Hart dancing around the ring. Yeah, now Rude back to work on David Johnson. This match is over, but Rick Rude choking Johnson after he beat him.
Okay, let's pay particular attention to this coming up, Austin.
Yeah, this is what I picked up on too, Lance. You know, and it just kind of, you know, as I viewed it and watched it, you know, it just kind of made me wonder if maybe this Rick Rude is all he's cracked up to be. Now let's take a look right here. And I want you to watch Angel, Lance.
Moves Rick Rude, Hart, and Angel out of the ring. Allows David Johnson to get out of there. Time on that was 56 seconds. Idol's in here. Here comes Lou Winston.
Austin showing off that huge body of his, 242 pounds of it. And Big Lou Winston is here. We got a referee. We'll just continue on here with our next bout as Jimmy Hart takes Rick Rude out. I don't know. I think Angel is enamored with the Idol body. She may get a little tongue lashing over that. She's going to stay with you, Austin. Yeah. Okay. I love it.
Yeah, you see what I mean, Lance? You know, when I saw that, it kind of made me wonder if, you know, I'm sure Rude is pumping her head full of all kinds of ideas about what kind of a man he is, you know, and it kind of makes me wonder if Angel maybe isn't searching for greener pastures, shall we say, you know. But nevertheless, you know, I know Rude's got all these muscles and everything, but I've got a little something special, Lance, and you know all about it. And this is especially for you, Angel, darling.
Okay, let's take a look at this right now. You're going to enjoy the universal heartthrob. Let's look at it, okay? Universal Heartthrob, Austin Idol. As you saw him doing a little of that heavy-duty gym work in there. Well, coming out right now was the object of the conversation, Mr. Rick Rude, who was along with me. Well, I don't know what you mean, what's going on.
How can you let that man come out here and talk about me that way?
As long as it's within decency, Rick, we try to, let everybody...
You call that decent?
Oh, he was just showing...
I want to tell you, then the man has the audacity to come out here and show himself at the fat farm training, trying to lose weight. I want to tell you something, Austin Idol. This body was given to me at birth. I don't lift weights. I don't lift no weights.
Oh.
I don't have to lift weights.
That just all comes natural.
I don't dye my hair. I don't have to dye my hair. I got no gimmick. This is me. This is beauty, baby. This is beauty. And I want to tell that fat slob, Austin Idol, something. If he has something to say, why don't he get in the ring and say it? It's easy to come out here in front of you, and I can't believe you let this happen on your show.
Well, Rick, it wasn't a question of anything inappropriate out there. He just had the tape that he wanted to show, and he just made a couple of comments, an honest difference of them. We don't really, no trouble today, Austin.
You know, it just so happens that I have a monitor in my dressing room, Lance, and I've been sitting back here listening to you run your mouth about me and tell everybody how great you are and all this other gaga. Why don't we find out right now what kind of man you are, and let's step in the ring right now. What do you say about that? Come on, mister. You misunderstood me. You misunderstood me. I watch you train. I like the way you train, okay? I like the way you look. I want to be just like you. I think you're just great. You misunderstood me. I didn't... Wait a minute.
That's not exactly what I heard. But...
I don't think my ears were playing tricks on me. When I listened on the monitor, I heard what you said, that I work out at a fat farm, and then you told everybody how great you are, and that I'm a nothing, and that you're the greatest thing of all time. Now, I heard that. Did you hear that, Lance? I didn't mean it that way at all. You train hard. I got to get training myself. All I meant is... You know, I don't train quite hard on myself. You're a big man. I want to be just like you. That's all I meant. You know what I think? I think we got a situation here of maybe all bark and no bite. I think we got a situation here where a guy wants to run his mouth, and then when someone is a long ways away, but when it's face to face like this, all of a sudden you don't want to get. I think it is it. You know, the more I think about it, as a matter of fact, the more I think about it, as a matter of fact, I think your whole trip is when a man turns his back and walks away, all of a sudden you become a big man. You know what I think? I'd like to find out who the man is right now.
We don't need it. Okay, but let's not do anything down here. You guys just wait till you're in the ring sometime. Really, we don't need any of that hassle. I understand what you're saying.
Well, everybody reaches a point. Everybody reaches a point. And Donald, I reached mine real quick, you know, and I heard him run his mouth and everything. Let's watch him run his mouth from here on out now.
Okay, Austin Idol, and a little exception. I think maybe there might have been two different stories that I heard, Dave. I thought I heard Rick Rude say one particular thing, and then all of a sudden I heard an entirely different thing once Idol got out there and was standing right across from him, and there wasn't any Jimmy Hart to let him do all the talking on. And, yeah, Rick.
I can't believe, how could you let that happen out here?
Well, it did get a little out of control, and we frown on that.
I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to tell you something. I'm not going to be treated like that. Nobody treats me like that. I'm not going to... These people come here to see me. These people come here to see me. I'm going to tell you what. I'm not coming back here until Austin Idol comes out here in front of all these people and apologizes to me.
Well,
you hear me, Austin? You come out here and you apologize to me. I want him here now.
Well, you know, that's his business. I mean, he knows he's got a monitor.
That's his business. That's my business. And that's all these people who want to see me. That's their business, because I'm not coming back here until Austin Idol comes out here on national TV and apologizes to me.
Well, I would tell you, Rick, don't hold your breath, because I don't think you're going to see Idol coming back out here and apologize.
I think he better be.
Well, he's not coming. He obviously has had time to get out here. He's not coming.
Okay, that's it. That's it. That's it. You don't want to hear it? You don't have to hear it. You don't have to see me. That's it. I want an apology. I won't be back here till I get one.
Well, gee, Dave, I don't know whether we can carry on or not. Rude said he's not coming back until Austin Idol apologizes to him, and so we may very well have a long wait. Let's not wait any longer. We're ready for the next bout. Okay, Dave.
It's going to be one fall, 10-minute time limit from Memphis, Tennessee, at 209 pounds over to the right of the screen. That's Robert Reed. And going against him from Japan at 234 pounds, the Black Ninja. One fall, 10-minute time limit. Jerry Calhoun's the referee.
We've never seen this guy before. He's got quite an international record, and if he uses those things in the ring, I can understand why he's won so many matches. No, he's getting rid of them right now.
There, yeah.
Our first time to see the Black Ninja. He goes flying across the ring, nails Robert Reed from behind, whips him in. Whoa! And the referee saying, watch getting the top at the throat as he dug those fingers straight in at him. Robert Reed didn't know what hit him. It caught him from behind with the Black Ninja. Another of the Japanese wrestlers, Reed, on a backdrop, fired into the ropes. Coming off, he ducks under, and as he came out, Ninja went to the deck, picked him up with his feet, took him over. There's that Japanese sleeper. He has really got it on him, and I'll tell you that sometime again we'll discourse on the difference between the American version. That's going to be it right there. Robert Reed to bye-bye land in a very short order.
No, it didn't take long at all. 45 seconds, the total time of the match. And boy, when he was that Japanese sleeper, it was almost instantaneous. He just put him out just like that.
Well, it's a double-sided thing, and it is a real dandy. Ninja coming over to Reed right now. And he is going to get that circulation back in there. And, of course, that's the whole object of the sleeper as he gets the circulation started back with Robert Reed. And the winner, very quickly attacking Reed before they got started, and before the bell really sounded, went right to work on him, finally got him into a sleeper hold, bing, bing, and that was it. The Black Ninja, a most impressive debut on our championship wrestling. Okay, we're going to take time out. We have got Dirty Rhodes and Harley Davidson will be out here with us in just a moment. Into each life, a little sunshine comes flying down here, and right now it's time for us to have a little sunshine. A couple of guys that haven't been around very long, but I got to tell you one thing. They have made an instantaneous hit with the folks around the area. A big team. Dirty Rhodes, Harley Davidson, and there they come. I don't think I have to identify him too much for you. Dirty out front, and he is a happy-go-lucky, rough son of a gun. He's a big dude, stocky as can be, and his sidekick, big Harley Davidson, in at 290. A couple of guys. I was just saying, I got to say it to your face. The folks that you guys have been around, they have really taken to you, and we love having you here, Dirty and Harley.
These people, but I got to say something here. They need a place out there where we can park a motorcycle and a horse at the same time.
You got the Iron Horse, and he's got the Reliable. Okay. Well, we're looking forward to seeing you in action here, but we're just happy to greet you and have you back on channel.
We're just happy to be here. Like I said, we love all these people out there. We love all these babies. Oh, yeah. And we love America, baby. I can't say enough. My man right here, his mama told him, boy, stay out of that garden. Don't be running over them beans. Stay out of them flowers. Got my motor running, Lance. Got my motor. What's happening, Lance?
290
pounds. Look at it, baby. That's right, baby. Twisted steel, baby. Look at Lance. Woo, baby. Look at my boy, Dave. Hey, his hair wasn't moving a hurricane. What about it, back there? Oh, my. What about it, Daddy? Somebody said something about the last American heroes. They was talking about that. I'll tell you what, John Wayne's gone, but, baby, we got him right here. Look at him. The last American hero. That's him right there.
Oh, Mr. Dirty Rhodes.
American needs, baby. 1984 and so much more, and that's him right there, Daddy. So much more. Thank you, man. Harley Davidson. But I know there's two American heroes out here, and I have to say, you got to be one of them, baby. Mama said, Dirty, in this world you look, Everything you see, baby, ain't what it appears to be. But you will find a man someday that will stick right there and hollers that man. Praise the Lord.
Okay, I see your opponents are out here.
Yeah, we're going to get there. You said it. Okay. Yeah, you said it all, baby. Put a moonwalk on the people, baby.
Harley Davidson, Dirty Rose, and they're going to be joined by a brand new face, too, Dave. We're very anxious to see this young man who will be coming in here. Okay, Dave, how about the officials?
All right, at a total weight of 757 pounds, over on the left, from Chicago, Illinois, Mad Dog, from parts unknown, Pink Panther, and from Memphis, Tennessee, Big Lou Winston. Their total weight 757. Going against them at a total of 783 pounds. From Liverpool, England, Scott Shannon. And from Austin, Texas, Dirty Rhodes from everywhere, Harley Davidson. This match, six-man tag team match. One fall, 10-minute time limit. Jerry Calhoun will be the referee. Jerry Calhoun says he's from Memphis, Tennessee. We never tell anybody where he's from, and he's from Memphis, Tennessee.
Well, that's good thought. Good thought. Dirty says, let's get it underway. Scott Shannon will be starting if he can get away from Dirty Rose. Bell time, and here he comes out. First look at Scott Shannon from Liverpool against Big Lou, Davey.
All right. Scott Shannon round behind Big Lou. Big Lou has good height on him. But Scott Shannon working on it into the forearm. Second one put Big Lou down on the mat. Shannon, Big Lou in the air, slams it, follows with the lower leg. Our first look at Scott Shannon from Liverpool, England. Shannon, shot Big Lou into the ropes, and Dirty Rose with a right arm puts him down to the mat. Blue backdrop. This Harley Davidson. Dirty Rhodes made the tag. Big Lou made the tag. And Mad Dog at 297 pounds out of Chicago, Illinois, facing Harley Davidson. Mad Dog using the left. This time, though, he runs into Harley Davidson, and he got dropped on the mat. Forearm by Harley Davidson back on the rope. Upper arm by Davidson. Davidson standing 6'6" at 290. Mad Dog up into the ropes. Cut up for Scott Shannon. Shannon nailed him with a drop kick. Takes the Pink Panther and Big Lou out of the action. Goes back to work on Mad Dog in the ring. Coming up on the 2-minute mark. Shannon. Mad Dog in the ropes. Scott Shannon and Dirty Rose dump Mad Dog on the mat. Upper arm by Dirty Rose. Tag made on Harley Davidson. Davidson comes into the ring. He just stepped over the top rope. Mad Dog rolls back to the corner. He gets the tag, and Pink Panther coming in. Pink Panther giving away lots of height. Forearm by Harley Davidson. Pink Panther whipped into the ropes. And a big boot beats him. Here's Dirty Rhodes. He bounces down on Pink Panther. He said, that's it. Ring the bell. 1, 2. And the 3-count fell. Dirty Rhodes was right. He and Harley Davidson and Scott Shannon gets the win in the 6-man tag team match. 2 minutes, 42 seconds the time on it, 2:42.
I don't think anybody will ever accuse Harley of being a gazelle. But boy, that move where he just, his foot, when he lifted it up, was higher than the rope.
I know it.
Right there. He is so, look at this. Dirty trying to get it. Hey, he's get another member on the tag team. He said, oh, boy, we got him in the ring now.
Wait a minute. Harley Davidson lifting him over into the ring.
Dirty just playing with him up there at Harley. And young man taking it good-naturedly. Scott Shannon, I think, is just standing there kind of saying, what am I in here with?
Yeah, I tell you. He ducked as they went for the high five over there. Dirty Rhodes, Harley Davidson, and Scott Shannon. What a team. They won at 242.
And with all of the fun that you have watching these guys, because they're just, pardoning the expression, gut level good humor, they still can go in there. Now, nobody, as I said, is ever going to accuse them of being the world's greatest amateur move wrestler or anything, but, brother, they're both tough and big. I love them. They're super.
They are.
And it was good to see Scott Shannon. He had some good moves. We'll see more of him, I hope, a little later on. We're going to take time out. We got more action coming up, and we'll be back to it in just a moment. We Express going against Idol and Lawler. Let's take a look at a couple of minutes of it.
Now again, Lawler trying to go for the body slam. Unable to do it. Too heavy. Makes him again. Idol. Picks it up. Slams him down to the canvas. The Idol. Sets his feet. And here comes Green Muhammad. And he holds up there as the Idol turns things around. Idol call. Jerry Lawler pounding away on Green Muhammad. Lawler with the biggest right hand in professional wrestling. Pushes Lawler in the corner. Lawler caught with the right hand. Watch out again as Elijah Keem has Lawler right into the table. Right on top of it. Team right after him as we are caught up in it. Caught him again. Into the table, Jerry Lawler. First, having a little trouble with Lawler. The King. Big right hand by Lawler. Tag on Idol. Here comes off the Idol. Exactly what the Lawler Idol team needed. For the bell, 21 minutes, 3 seconds. Something like that. Conga comes in all over.
All kind of goings on in there, and I wanted to show you that because it has particular bearing on a situation of that's coming up on Tuesday. Remember that word, Tuesday. We'll be talking to you about it in a moment. Let me quickly remind you of a couple of program things that I think you will really enjoy tonight on TV5. I think the crowd loves it.
I think we love it. I think everybody loves it. Let me hear one more time. What do you think of Tommy Rich? Let me hear it one more time. Looking forward to it. You know, we came about a little situation, as you showed a while ago, when the Zambui Express, and they're big, and they're bad, and they're tough, and they're strong, but when things got a little too hot in the kitchen, they had to call for some help, and that's when King Konga came out. And I'll admit, you're looking at probably the two greatest wrestlers in the entire world today, but even we are no match for three men like the Zambui Express and King Kong. So they called on one of their friends, so we called on one of our friends, and he said, I'll be more than glad to come in. So that's what it's going to be Tuesday night, some wild action. It's liable to be all out in the audience. It's liable to be up in the top of the Coliseum. It's liable to be anywhere, because Tommy will live up to the name of Wildfire, I can assure you that. And I'm going to live up to the King, and he's going to live up to the Idol. And Zambui Express and King Konga, you just be ready, boys, because I don't care how pumped up J.J. Dillon gets you, it's not going to be enough.
Mentioning J.J., we've got some comments from the wonderful one out of Florida down there. He gets a little verbose, so we may not listen to all of them, but let's take a listen to J.J. Dillon.
Jerry Lawler, I must say that you surprised even me when you went ahead and challenged King Konga on a nationally televised match. And see, King Konga has got this fighting spirit going back to his heritage of the street gangs in New York, and he jumped at the challenge. But you see, the Zambui Express knew that I've been waiting 2 long years to savor this moment when I had you right where I wanted you. And I'm not talking about on national television where it's free for all these freeloaders to see for nothing. Because I want you to be totally humiliated. And I want those so-called loyal fans of yours to pluck down their money to buy a ticket so that they can scream their hearts out in support of you when you and I both know that it's all going to be in vain. Now, I must say, you really didn't surprise me when you signed for an unscheduled added lights-out match in the arena with King Konga, because you see, this time you tried to stack the deck, because all around the ring, Austin Idol, Bugsy McGraw, Dutch Mantell, Harley Davidson, that's right, all of your friends. But you see, the only thing that you've done now is to make me just a little bit madder. Because what Mr. Austin Idol and Mr. Bugsy McGraw and Mr. Dutch Mantell and Mr. Harley Davidson don't realize is they are marked men. They are on my personal hit list right along with you. And they will pay. Tonight, you've again, Jerry Lawler, shown your total ignorance, your total disregard for my genius. Because with the Zambui Express, Mr. Elijah King, Mr. Kareem Muhammad, and King Konga, I have put together the most devastating 6-man tag team combination that you could ever even dream of.
That's it. Turn him off. We don't need to listen to that.
On and on and on and on.
Hey, man, between his mouth and Jimmy Hart's mouth, we got to get rid of some of these big mouths around here. And we might as well start with J.J. Dillon, because I think that if we get rid of Konga and the Zambui Express, we won't have to listen to garbage like this anymore from Dillon. Is that right?
Exactly right. You know, I heard some of the things that this Dillon had to say, and I understand Hart had a few comments too. Is that true?
Listen, you guys aren't going to believe this. Stand right here. I want you people to listen to this now, because I couldn't hardly believe it myself. Hart sent me a tape that he wanted to have played, and let's take a listen to Jimmy Hart right now, if you can believe it.
You know, Lawler, you and Austin Idol and Tommy Rich have got a very big match coming up Tuesday night against the Zambui Express and King Konga. And I want to be the first person to wish you three guys the best of luck. Because, you see, when you get through with them, and when you get rid of them, you're going to be doing yourself a favor, but also Jimmy Hart, too. And I'm going to be watching that match from the back of that Coliseum. And after you run these guys out of this territory, I'm going to give all three of y'all a standing ovation. So good luck, King.
Yeah, what can I say? That's it, Jimmy Hart wishing you guys good luck.
You know, he had an appropriate coat on, because we all know a leopard does not change his spots. But you know something else? I heard James J. Dillon, or whatever his name is, I heard him make a couple of comments, Lance, and one he said that Austin Idol, Jerry Lawler, and Tommy Rich were marked men. Well, you see, we don't scare real easy. You know, if you take a look at my legs, you don't see them trembling down. You don't see no goosebumps running up and down our spots, because you see, we don't scare, because we don't back up, and we don't sidestep, and we don't retreat from anybody. And I also heard Dillon say one more thing. He said something about about ignorance, King. And you know one thing? I heard that violence is a tool of the ignorance. And if that's true, then Tuesday night, you're going to be looking at the three most ignorant dudes walking the streets of Memphis between the King, myself, and Wolfie, because we're going to be violent.
Get out and get ignorant going against the Zamboni and King.
As much as I hate to, I'm going to do Jimmy Hart a favor Tuesday night. Because we're going to beat Conga in the Zamboni Express and run him right out of Memphis.
Okay, Jerry and Austin, good luck to you. Ready to go in the ring here in just one moment. Coming out right now, a huge team, Zamboni Express and King Conga. And they are right here, products and presented by J.J. Dillon, Mr. Kareem Muhammad, and Elijah Akeem.
You said enough. And what I want to say is this. You know, Jimmy Hart, you come out here talking you help your men, help the Zamboni Express. Well, let me tell you something. You just like the redneck people around here. All you do, you're a little weasel, a little rabbit that's riding the gravy train, and the Zamboni Express don't have nothing to do with you. We got the best manager in wrestling today, and J.J. Dillon. And what I want to say to you, Mr. Lawler, is this. You know, Hart could wish you luck. But luck is not the reason the Zamboni is champion. Luck didn't bring us all the way here. It took talent. It took blood. It's going to take your blood. You know, we left the king land in the middle of the ring. Did you see it? We left him land in his own blood. Well, let me tell you something. He was going to get Tommy Rich, Austin Idol. It don't make a difference. 3 is better than 1 in a day. And we're going to get them all together. And the Zamboni Express will prevail because, you know, we've been denied too long. It took us 200 years to get here. And we're not going to turn back now. Hey, you remember that last wrestle?
I remember it. I hear it all. All right. Zamboni Express, King Conga. They are going into the ring right now in a 6-man tag match. To say that they're heavily favored is to make an understatement, Dave.
This is going to be a 6-man tag match. Total weight 635 pounds. Zamboni Express has just jumped Keith Eric and Don Donovan and Jim Jamison. It's Conga, King Conga, and the Zamboni Express. All 6 of them in the ring right now. Referee doing his best to get it down to 1 against 1. But having no luck, the Zamboni Express and King Conga jumped into action before the bell. A body slam by the Zamboni Express. King Conga in after the tag. You see Conga with a body slam. Conga using the head. Ooh, Zamboni Express, Mr. Kareem Muhammad in there for his team. Don Donovan lying on the mat. Ooh, Zamboni Express with a cover. 1, 2, and this one is over. King Conga and Elijah Akeem jumping Jim Jamison back over on the rope. The match is over. Zamboni Express and Conga have won it. Zamboni Express King Conga remaining in the ring. Everybody else out of there, either thrown out or out of their own power. Don Donovan walking back toward the dressing area. Keith Eric helping Jim Jamison to his feet down on the floor. Okay, there you see Zambui Express climbing out of the ring, followed by King Conga. Minute 18 was the time on it as they get the win. They dominated before the opening bell as they won that. And no doubt about it, at the end, they just they pinned him, and it was over. No doubt about it.
Hey, we got some more action. We'll be taking a look at a big Joe LeDuc and an interesting announcement coming up from the fabulous Jackie Fargo in just a moment. We're back already, as a matter of fact. Joe LeDuc in the wings, and we'll be taking a look at him and that super Canadian heavyweight in just a moment. You know, we've had an awful lot of folks who have asked us what happened to the fabulous ones and where are the fabulous ones, and just in general, a curiosity. Yeah, bring back the Fabs, one of the signs that are with us today. I can't think of anybody better to make any comments about the fabulous ones than the fabulous Jackie Fargo. Let's listen to Jackie.
Ladies and gentlemen, I feel like that I need to be here and make an explanation to you why you haven't seen the fabulous ones for about 6 weeks. Well, about a year ago, I took on 2 fine young athletes, dedicated, worked hard, sweat and blood, and give you everything they got. And they made it. Boy, they just did everything just great. I'll never take that away from them. But now, all of a sudden, they got where they didn't want to do what I told them. They didn't want to wrestle where I told them. They didn't want to wrestle in the South. They wanted to go to Chicago, Los Angeles, California, New York. And I said, pal, if you go, you're going without me. And you can drop the Fab. It'll be Steve and Stan, not the fabulous ones anymore. There's one thing I told them when I first took them on. I said, listen, you walk into the arena, don't you ever walk by a little kid or a man or a woman without saying hi. And I want you to look up in that stand every time you go into the arena and say thank you for being here. Without you folks coming to the arena, we wouldn't be the fabulous ones. We wouldn't be wrestling here tonight. And don't you ever forget to say thank you. I wrestled around here all my life. I was born and raised in New York, but I wrestled right here in the good old South all my life, and I love it. And if they don't want to stay here to the kind of fans we got in this part of the country, then, ladies and gentlemen, all I can say is they can go on, but they'll be without me. And I promise you this, I'll find some more. And I'll be as proud of them, and I'll make you proud of them. I'll find you 2 fine, great Fabs. And I'm really looking forward to it. I've already got some in mind, but I won't go into the detail. But I felt like I needed to come out here and talk to you. And I hope now that you've understood what I've been trying to understand for the last 6 weeks. But I just told you the whole story, ladies and gentlemen. And remember this. I'll be back with 2 other Fabs that you'll love. Thank you very much for your time, and I'll see you around the towns. Don't worry, I'll still be in the good old South because I love it and I love you. I'll never forget you. And I'll never forget to say thank you.
As we've said 1,000 times, often imitated, never duplicated, fabulous Jackie Fargo. Coming out right now, as we indicated before his handicap match, big Canadian super heavyweight Joe LeDuc.
Yep. The fags are gone. Well, Jackie Fargo temporarily short, but they're gone. Jerry Lawler, Austin Idol, Dutch Mantell, Harley Davidson, Dirty Dusty Rose. Let me tell you something, gentlemen. You're talking about the best. Lance Russell, you're talking about the best when you invite Big Joe LeDuc on national television. Big Joe LeDuc on front page of major newspaper. Look who's here. Bud Sawyer is gone. The fag is gone. And everybody calls me crazy. Well, who can be crazy when you get your picture on front page? When you get here with Lance Russell on national television? Remember Dick, Lawler, and Austin Idol, and all of you. Before you get the rainbow, you gotta have the thunder and the cloud and the rain and the lightning and also the crazies like me. You're gonna watch in a second what a crazy man can do. You said it, Austin Idol. You're gonna meet the craziest that you ever seen before, because you come here and tell everybody you're gonna go and be crazy when there's nobody.
Okay, Joe.
Nobody's crazy like me, and you're gonna find that out. Here, Lance Russell, a present for you.
Thank you, Joe. You got a big handicap match coming up. The Duke will be in a handicap against two. Dave with the introduction.
It'll be a one-fall, 10-minute time limit handicap match, introducing both from Memphis, Tennessee, at a total of 425 pounds, Jim Jamison and Keith Eric. And going against them from Montreal, Canada, the big Canadian lumberjack at 286 pounds, Joe LeDuc.
And when he gets talking, I don't feel like stepping in there and trying to interrupt him there.
Oh.
For one moment. Oh.
Give him a wind-up, and you say, you stop it.
Yeah.
So let's talk.
Come on. Jim Jamison. Blasted whale of a chop out of LeDuc. As LeDuc in a handicap match, Jim Jamison and Keith Eric with the unfortunate chore of having to go against this big Canadian. Good night. Is dropped down on Jamison, and I think, well, Joe is not going to do the merciful thing and get the pin on him. He grabs him by the hair, whips him up, slings him into the ropes, and LeDuc really rattled him hard as he came off the ropes. Now he's going over for Keith Eric, dumps him into the ring. Bangs him down to the mat. And the referee may be in a position he's going to have to stop this thing the way LeDuc is banging these guys around. I'm going to tell you. Slams the two heads together.
We're about a minute and a half into the action here.
LeDuc grabbing Keith Eric, picks him up. He's taking them both on at one time. That's all right with him. So, down goes Eric. Jim Jamison staggering to his feet, and tough Joe LeDuc wheels Eric in the air, drops him on a backbreaker down there, and Jamison heading out of the ring, never made it. Whip back in, big clothesline. That's going to be it right there. We're going to have to watch Joe pin two of them at one time, 2, 3. That's it. Joe LeDuc the winner.
2 minutes.
2 minutes even in the handicap match. We'll take time out. Be back in just a moment. Well, we had Joe LeDuc in here in a handicap match, and he just enjoyed beating on somebody's skull and all of that, and he did it, as a matter of fact, to both of them in there, and ended up winning that particular match. Dave, we just about run out of time. I better recap on what we did have today.
All right, the big announcement made today by Jimmy Hart that he has signed Randy Savage to the First Family. Savage celebrated by defeating Ken Raper in a little under 3 minutes. It was the Black Ninja in here on Championship Wrestling over Robert Reed in 45 seconds. Dirty Rhodes, Harley Davidson, and Scott Shannon defeating Mad Dog, Pink Panther, and Big Lou. Zambui Express and King Kong in another six-man match over Keith Eric, Jim Jamison, and Don Donovan. And then it was Joe LeDuc taking the handicap match from Keith Eric and Jim Jamison, and Joe won it in 2 minutes. He had both of them pinned at the same time.
Well, he took great delight in that, in throwing one on the other so that he could pin both of them at the same time. And he did make his point, to which nobody really doubted, as a matter of fact. That's all the time that we've got for Dave Brown, Lance Russell saying till next week. Bye-bye, everybody.
The announcers on